Hey everybody, it's Jeff Beers from the 40 Finance channel. Today we're going to take a look at holiday sales for consumer stocks. It was a big year here in 2018. I think it shows a lot of promise for 2019, but let's dig into the details to talk about it. Okay, so I grabbed this headline from USA Today. Holiday cheer hits retail with strongest seasonal sales in 6 years. And if you've been following the stock market for a while, you know that retail has been hit pretty hard. A lot of fears that Amazon is going to take over the world. Shopping malls are closing. What's going to happen? Is there going to be any stores left in America? And I'm happy to say that with this holiday season, we proved once again that the economy is strong at the United States consumer level. People were out spending and a lot of records were set. So here, as you dig into the article, you can see holiday sales grew 5.1% this year, which is fantastic. Most of the time, if you're in retail, you can't expect the holidays to continue to grow and grow and grow to solve all of your problems, right? So even coming in at flat or 1 or 2% increase in holiday sales can be a win. And here we saw across the board 5.1% increase. The data comes from MasterCard and it includes every form of payment, including cash and checks. So very good statistics coming in from MasterCard. Notable, I think, for me, at least reading through the article this year, the apparel and home improvement categories saw the most growth. So again, with clothing is one that's a little bit of an Amazon killer, right? Because you can't have all the brand names. People can't try on clothes with online shopping. And so to see the clothing retailers rebound with an even stronger holiday season is very promising. Also, home improvement sales is a good sign. There's a lot of concerns about the housing market and interest rates. And I think if you see anything with housing, you're going to see more remodeling than you're going to see new home purchases. And that's not the worst thing in the world. I'll talk about that on another video. So retail and home improvement did very well. Now, who didn't do well? And surprising, at least to me, in contrast, electronics and appliances dropped 0.7% year over year. So very surprising when you think of electronics and cell phones and TVs and all those things. Obviously, from a technology standpoint, we weren't presented with a lot of brand new have-to-have features this year, and that certainly affected sales. I think going forward, though, in 2019, you got 5G networks coming out, you got some new phones, OLED screens are going to be everywhere. Technology and electronics, I think, are going to rebound, but it was interesting this year they fell a little bit flat. Retailers saw strong growth as internet sales grew 10%. So this is really important if you're a Macy's or a J. Crew or some of these people who have hundreds of locations and you've been at risk of closing stores. The fact that you can subsidize your sales with internet growth is a huge win. And that's why I think Amazon isn't going to take over the world much like everybody thinks. There's still a lot of plays to be had. Every year, users get more used to shopping at other websites besides Amazon, getting away from the easy ship and easy login that they're used to really get at the products that they want. And most of that has worked because online retailers have invested in their systems. They're behind the pace of Amazon, but they're starting to get there. And you can see that it's going to be an important part of any store's growth in the future. When they started asking people in this article, they did some interviews about, well, you know, why? Why did the retail sales do so well? You know, gas prices are low. People are benefiting from lower taxes. We all know that. Also putting shoppers in the mood to spend, low unemployment, a decline in news about retail's imminent death, which I think is super important because you tend to believe the news and then you don't go shop at these places because you think they're all closing or it's never going to be there, or it just takes the vibe away from buying. A lot of those fears were resolved right here in this holiday season. So what do we see across the board with this recent news update? Gas prices are low, unemployment's low, taxes are low, clothing retails are back on the map, internet sales are boosting all businesses, okay? So my question is, what recession? I think the recession is manufactured in a way between the president's tweets, Chinese tariffs, interest rate changes. The only thing that's happening right now, in my personal opinion, is it's an unsettled atmosphere. And people don't know what to invest and what not to. So they just take their money and put it in savings on 2%, 3% savings vehicles. And so that just takes money out. I think we're also seeing at the end of the year that because of the big steep losses that we had over Christmas Eve, people are writing off some of the losses and saving their money to get back in January. So all in all, retail sales prove that there's still money flowing in the streets. It's just a matter till stock prices catch up. Get in while you can on this negative downturn, because I think there's some easy profits to be had in the first quarter of 2019. Hope you enjoyed this quick look at the retail sector during the holiday season. My name's Jeff Beers. This is 40 Finance. See you on the next video.